this down. Hopefully this is an okay. Hopefully this is an okay angle. All right. Aloha kako, what is up everyone? Welcome to my channel if you're new here, or if this is your first time tuning in, or welcome back if you've already subscribed. My name is Hoku, and welcome. Hekomomai. Mahalo for taking time out of your day or your evening to join me as I hold space for divine truth to pour through into the portal spaces within that have been emptied out and are ready to receive truth as is meant to be seen, spoken, and of course shared with you guys. So these videos that I do, as I've stated before in other ones, but in case you're new, these videos are just kind of like my self-therapy, just a time to really tune into divine, or as I like to say, align with divine, really center myself in truth. And whatever is meant will be. So I was driving earlier, and Ekalamai, I am in a common area of my house, so you will probably hear my youngest son in the background making all kinds of noise. So I know, so I'm going to just go ahead and clear some of these decks that I haven't been able to clear out yet as we speak. But I was driving earlier and I saw like the funniest license plate, at least to me, and it had the number 666. And of course we're conditioned to believe, we're kind of, wow, yeah, Joker, yeah, that's definitely what I was feeling. We're conditioned to believe that it's a bad number, it's satanic, it's like, you know, this the number of the devil and this and that. Of course, there's others who believe that it is the number that represents, I think, the electrons, protons, and neutron composition of melanin, or just like a sinful number, to be general. But then it also had the name Hef on the license plate as well, and I thought to myself immediately, Hugh Hefner, a well-known American Playboy, or founder of Playboy and that whole Playboy enterprise. Immediately I was thinking that this may become a lover's read, because I'm feeling like someone has been exposed as a player, as a Playboy, as a ladies' man, as someone that may be for the divine masculine, but for the divine feminine, I'm seeing, you know, a woman who uses her sex appeal and her beauty and attractiveness to lure in her audience or her admirers. But what I'm also seeing is that either the divine feminine or the divine masculine are kind of under wraps. They're keeping things under wraps, and they're keeping things, I'm hearing, behind closed doors and putting on a mask. I'm even seeing like a masquerade ball, which was funny because we got Joker, right? And I'm thinking, this may be your person, or someone that you're thinking about, or someone that you're with, and you're thinking, what a fucking fool. You see them as a fool, but you also see yourself as a fool. What is with this energy? Okay, let me just jump in. First of all, I haven't really used this deck, so yeah, did you hear that? That mwahaha, that evil laugh. I feel like someone thinks that they're getting away with shit. Who is this for? Scorpio vibes. Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising, or Venus. I'm hearing a Venus in Scorpio. Let's just clear this deck real quick. These cards are kind of stiff, but all right. Any clarity and anyone else to be put on the table? Cards laid out. Ooh, how did I, girl? Okay, we gotta. I guess I have some of my other deck in here. All right, you know what? We're just gonna go with it then. What is meant shall always be, right? So whatever is meant to fall, whoever is meant to be exposed, it is what it is. We're talking about the energy of the 10th house. All right, so 10th house energy, the world. So even like with tarot, it would be like the world card. I'm even seeing like that eye. You see that? That insight, that vision to what the world is about. The manipulation or sexual manipulation, possibly. I don't know. I'm feeling like that's more so for the Scorpio vibe. Or we're talking someone with a 10th house in Scorpio, perhaps. Or like I mentioned earlier, Venus in Scorpio. Divine feminine or masculine. Feel free to pause to read through. Okay, I had to go and run and grab my book because I wanted to look this up. And also let me just state the numbers. Card number 20 and card number 34. So maybe this has to do with someone's age right now. Or maybe symbolizing a significant age difference. 20, and 34. All right, so let's look up this 10th house. All right, I know the ring light is on, so it might be kind of bright, but I'm gonna just go like this. The lighting was off today because it's gloomy, so I had to do the ring light. But anyway, so this is the 10th house card. It represents fame and the world at large. Like how I was saying, Hugh Hefner kind of came into mind, but he's also kind of sculpted other people's fame by kind of projecting them onto the eyes of the world, in a sense. So it says in astrology, the 10th house, which is at the top of the zodiac, embodies the masculine principle and represents the father or primary male influence, or at least a very powerful, influential man. Okay, maybe that's where Hefner came in. It can also represent the man in a woman's life, all right? Like I said, your person. Because the 10th house opposes the 4th house. It can sometimes represent the woman or the mother in your life. But mostly the 10th house stands for reputation and standing. This is an ambitious card, and it's about owning the world and being on top of the world. It is the ultimate card to have for when you need to be confident in what you are doing and go for what you want and nothing less. So I'm also, okay, so I'm feeling like this might be a lover's read or whatever the flow may be. But I'm seeing two people attracted and really scoping out the other person. But one person, that could be you, feels like they see this other person as a playboy, a player, you know, ladies' man or whatnot. That could be this very influential masculine figure. And this could be tuning into this possibly Venus and Scorpio woman, into her energy and passion and desire, her sensuality. Let's just see what we got for the cards, the Gaia cards. All right, tell me more about this divine. Okay, I was gonna say before the cards fell, tell me more about this divine union. And immediately, hold on, 2 cards. Okay, immediately we have heaven and earth. This is that divine balance of earthly energies that holds that portal space between heaven and earth. That divine feminine and masculine balance and almost stewardship. I'm also seeing like O for orgasm. That ultimate pleasure that is received when you're hitting the right spot, or you're like, just the union is explosive. All right. Oh, yes. And then the other card. So there's a lot of passion, a lot of fire. But I'm also seeing this Scorpio woman, or man, I guess, this Scorpio Venus energy from either one. Definitely may have his Scorpio in Venus as well. Either way, one of you is very, very passionate and fiery. And very, can be very jealous. But it's like, here's that sex magic. This is you kind of conjuring up the passion, creating something beautiful and delicate, sensual, alluring. You know, that fragrance draws you in. Maybe someone who wears a lot of perfume or just has a very maybe specific scent that you're mesmerized by, in a sense. You're entranced by. Like certain pheromones that just make you crazy, make you wild, make you passionate maybe. But I'm also seeing this card as like, there's a mutual attraction between you and this person. I usually don't like do anything talking about like love or like a anything with more of a like a sexual tone to it. I don't tend to kind of get into that type of read, but something was just telling me with that 666 and then it's saying Hef on the license plate. It was like, wow, okay, it's something that needs to be addressed. I'm feeling like the love is like springing forth. New love, new blossoms even, you know, like what comes out in the springtime. I mean, the flowers, the leaves start to come out, the grass starts growing, you know, just everything is refreshed, renewed, and restored. The earth cycles and seasons, right? So maybe this is a new season for you. And that's bringing forth, maybe those scents and that newness of life is bringing forth rebalance, but also pleasure. Like I said, this kind of is like the O for orgasm. I don't know, my son is on one today, but Okay, tuning in. What else do we need to know about this union? Ooh, okay. Still that earth energy. Kind of landed sideways, interestingly enough. Two of earth. So I'm feeling, let me see. Is this that springtime energy? Two of earth energy. So this could be this divine feminine. But overall, this card is saying it's about equilibrium, flexibility, adaptability, balance, harmony, compromise, confidence. So it symbolizes the importance of balancing work, home, family, and play, whilst remaining flexible and adaptable in meeting one's commitments and responsibilities. You are filled with a sense of purpose. You have goals and dreams, nurture them. So this fell over here, and I'm feeling like heavy earth vibes here. This could be, I'm seeing a lot of like fame, green, money, prosperity, abundance. Fame over here, a very well-known individual. Top of the world, business, financial, popularity. It's like they got it all the time in the world. Or maybe it's even like they're working around the clock. Like they love what they do, but it's a very time-consuming position. But overall, this person wants balance, but they're trying to find time to reach harmony and balance and equilibrium in their home and their family life and whatnot. Maybe, what's up with this passion? See if it's lacking in any sense. All right, let's see about this passion. What's up with this passion? Just whoosh. The passion is literally jutting past and jutting over the nurturing, the balance. And because this kind of landed sideways on top of these, I'm seeing we're weighing our options. We're weighing our home and our work and our public and our private life. And it can tip to one side or the other very easily. It all depends on this passion. But let's see. Wow, yeah, that balance. Really coming into union with self, but also with your partner. It's really seeing the silver lining. And then we got the hero card. This is fire energy. So let's see what this is about, because this passion shot right over. So let me get two of air. All right, so this two of air card is speaking about duality, polarity, separation, unity. So it represents both duality and polarity, and the theory that everything in creation has an opposite. Duality is the theory that two opposing forces come together to create a state of chaos. In this theory, positive and negative poles repel each other, and so there is a constant and ongoing battle between the two, where one seeks to overcome or be rid of the other. Polarity, however, is the idea that two opposing forces exist in all things within the universe, not as separate competing forces, but as complementary, opposing aspects of a singular whole. So maybe that's for somebody's ears in relation to their person that they're thinking about, or their lover, their partner. Maybe there's an imbalance. You're kind of like, you're looking at both options. You're looking at the fact that you could either be working against each other in opposition. You know, one might be a playboy or, you know, a player type, and the other, the divine feminine, might be the more nurturing and motherly and working on the home life. But there has to be, again, this is equilibrium, balance, harmony. There has to be some sort of harmony in the opposing sides. Now, are the opposing sides, which means they repel each other, or opposing sides, which means they form a whole? That's where you have to figure it out in your relationship. Which one are you doing? Which dance are you doing? So let's take a look at this 12 of fire. Okay, this hero card, I'm seeing a lot of masculine energy. It's almost like, well, let me just read it. So I'm seeing passion is delayed. As you guys continue to try to figure out how to either come together, or in a sense, sometimes your actions might lead to like fights or arguments or whatever. That's working against each other, repelling each other's energies. But in your attempt to try to figure out this aspect of your relationship that is obviously causing some split decisions, because remember, this landed sideways, so you're just this uncertain energy is what I'm hearing. But then the hero card was upside down. Goodness gracious. So this 12 of fire is speaking of a guardian, a protector, a savior. So maybe this masculine really wants to protect the union and protect your emotions, your feelings about the union, is what I'm seeing. Let's keep reading. The hero represents someone we all admire for their noble qualities, their courage and willingness to champion and rescue the weak and vulnerable. I remember this card. Okay. But of course, this came in reverse. So it says when the hero appears reversed, he represents a need to perform good deeds in order to increase one's self-esteem or worth in the eyes of others. He can be described as a wounded hero, one who needs to be told that he is good by others, getting the accolades, the recognition, you know, the acknowledgement in a sense, and the validation. Yeah, whether his low self-opinion is born of past mistakes that cause others pain or harm, or if it is born of mistreatment and wounds inflicted upon him by others. So, okay, what I'm seeing in this is that this divine masculine uses a lot more of this sex magic and this passionate sensual energy to try to pull the wool over this person's eyes. So this could be the divine feminine, this earth feminine, who's there for nurturing and balance and really is looked at. I'm really seeing like the woman in this case, even though I'm really seeing the divine feminine in this case is the one that people are looking at, is admired, is really like, damn, look at her. Like, all eyes on me. I ain't mad at you. This person is a very ideal partner, but they're a little split about their relationship because it came sideways, yeah? So they're not really sure about this balance of work and family, home, and all of that. Because this person might be cheating in the hotel rooms and shit. That Scorpio Venus or Scorpio aspect of this person's chart is really conjuring up this passion. And if this divine masculine is not cheating, I'm feeling like this is a focal point of their relationship, that they put the pressure on you. They put this passion on you, and you're like juggling a lot. Like the divine feminine is juggling a lot, and on top of that, trying to entertain a motherfucker. Okay, so he shoots this vibe where it's either a battle or a union. And right now I'm seeing that it's a little bit more of a battle, because then we got this hero card, which upside down reverse, which is just stating that this person is very there's a lot of masculine energy. They're definitely a provider, a savior, a guardian, protector of home, of this divine feminine. I'm seeing Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy in this feminine. But they're also, if they don't get the I love yous or the attention that they are secretly seeking, that admiration or the accolades or the hey, you did a good job, then they're kind of beside themselves. And I feel like they pass over you, just like how this fell over. They overlook the union, and instead of it being two halves coming together to form a solid union in your relationship, they may be working against you, maybe having eyes for someone else. All right, let me go into the creativity deck and just see what the hell it has to say. Okay, clearing the deck, dispelling impurities and ill intent, replacing with nothing but truth. All right, so let's look into this. So I'm seeing this is like the divine masculine. I'm seeing this right here as the divine masculine's projection over and onto this divine feminine. So let's look into this divine masculine. What the hell he be up to? What he been doing? And what's with the wounded hero vibes? Mahalo. His projection again, damn. His projection is definitely onto this relationship with this divine feminine. So habits, there's some habits that he has. Maybe that's sex magic, sexual fantasy, fetish, whatever habits might be this divine masculine's energy. And I'm seeing this as it's only temporary satisfaction. I'm seeing like what this projection that he's been putting onto this female, this divine woman and mother, possibly, or this female that has a very nurturing, motherly, nourishing vibe. His passion for his passion or his lust for certain habits. Like I said, Hugh Hefner. So we're talking about someone that definitely gets intrigued by a lot of sexual imagery and content. All right, I don't know about this masculine here, but I'm seeing that there's, even when it's somewhat gratified, it's only temporary. It's only like instant gratification, and it still leaves them with this burning passion, this Venus and Scorpio energy or vibe or problem. I see it as. Oh, my cards is flipped. That's okay. What's this divine masculine up to right now? Mahalo. For the best. It definitely fell on his placement, so not in balance with self. Really detached and disconnected with his sacral chakra. But he tunes into your earth energy. It's like you feed him life, because this is definitely inconsistency with the divine feminine. There's parts of him. He might be an earth sign with a Scorpio and Venus, or like a Scorpio placement, or a water placement, speaking generally. So he's compatible with you in certain areas. I'm seeing his Scorpio is definitely disconnected from you, meaning maybe that Venus, like his attraction is disconnected, which may be causing that duality that's going on. This could be a male who's very analytical. I'm seeing Virgo vibes here. Virgo moon, Virgo sun. I'm seeing very intellectual, always thinking. But this could also mean he'd be thinking, plotting, and planning, thinking of excuses. Wow. The father, he's failing at this role. It was reverse. So maybe this is the father of your children, and they are, because of their energy, because of what's been going on, because of their projections onto you, it's really causing disruption, which is why mama, mother, wifey, divine feminine is over here sideways, like, is this shit worth it? Weighing her options, while he's over here at work feeling sad and feeling displaced, feeling misaligned. And then we got this 9 of air. Let's check this out in the book. What's this 9 of air? His manifestations were upside down, yeah? Probably keeping himself prisoner. All right, so 9 of air. All right, so 9 of air is representing the imagination and our connection to the universal consciousness or universal mind. It signifies the importance of knowing thyself. For in truly knowing thyself, one will know both the universe and the power of the void. So of course this was a blockage because it was upside down. So now we're talking about that all too often we allow fears, sometimes imagined fears, to prevent us from leading a happy, productive, and fulfilling life. We limit our potential because we imagine we will be laughed at. We do not express our thoughts and feelings because we fear what others will do or think of us if we are honest. So this card represents the opportunity to use our imagination to banish our imagined fears. So maybe this divine masculine being in his head a lot, being lost in his thoughts, has him being upside down, contemplating his role in the household, his position. And it's really making him have to look into his fear. Let's see, what is his fear then, divine? What he afraid of? What's his issue? What's he afraid of? Okay, so we got the Jupiter in Pisces. So he's, let's see. He's feeling like he ain't shit, and maybe that's why this was upside down. He's feeling like he's failed you. I got the nail polish card. Now, originally I channeled that this is talking about someone wanting to see your hand. Someone wanting to see your hand, see your moves, your motives, your plans, and your goals. So I'm seeing this could possibly be another female, another divine feminine in the picture, where there's a similarity, there's a comparison that's going on between this divine feminine that this masculine is with, and possibly someone he'd be trying to be a player with. Va'a, or wa'a, means to learn to work with, not against others. So this person, this divine masculine, needs to learn to paddle the canoe with, not against the others in that canoe, which is his partnership first and foremost. Or maybe he'd be thinking, like, with a canoe, you usually have more than 2 people in it. For this canoe that we're talking about, that ancient Hawaiians used, we're talking about, like, maybe there's a couple people involved. I'm hearing threesome, or like polyamorous, or, you know, a polygamous, or maybe this divine masculine is projecting all of this opposition and wounded ego vibes with this upside down or reversed hero card. Yeah, he's projecting all of his sexual fantasies and fetishes and habits onto his divine feminine, because he might be interested in having more than just that one union, possibly. I'm seeing he wanna have a little community. He thinks it's okay to split his time. I don't know, bruh. You're losing out on a good thing. Let's talk about the divine feminine. What's going on with her while all this is happening with the divine feminine? She be getting signs and synchronicity, so the angels be talking to her. They be showing her what's up. The divine spirit is dropping clues and hints and evidence for those in need of guidance, you know? And these angels are dropping these feathers to lighten her load, so that one day she'll be able to carry herself up, lift herself up, and not carry the burdens of this divine masculine. So I'm feeling like she's getting the hints, she's getting the clues, she's figuring shit out. Ooh, mahalo. That's an interesting split. So yeah, divines are trying to get your attention. They're trying to catch your attention. Or possibly this is about your divine masculine trying to fluff their feathers and peacock. Or maybe you're starting to feel yourself. You're starting to get the clues, and you're starting to feel yourself as the one who might have been having to deal with this divine masculine. You're starting to feel good about yourself because you realize you know what's going on, and you realize your worth and your grounding and your balance and your position. And you realize you're on top of the world. You're the star. You're the catch. So maybe you're feeling good and you're like, I'm gonna put on a cute outfit today. I'm gonna do my hair. I'm gonna put on makeup or whatever. Get myself together. That's what's gonna make people really take notice. They're gonna be like, who is this? Hey, you. And meanwhile, the divine masculine knows that you got it like that, because I see it like this message is for her. And this is to say that the divine masculine knows that she got it like that. That his partner, or this person that he might have been stepping around on, is what I'm hearing. I'm just going to say it. I don't want to say it, but I just got to say it. He knows that she is at the top of her game. She is the catch. And that she's still gaining, or has the confidence and the self-worth and the balance that a lot of people desire or are looking at. All right, what about the union, divine? Union. What's going on with this union? Mahalo. I feel like this is a very interesting dynamic, or a very interesting relationship. Right on the divine masculine. This divine masculine is cheating. Being two-faced, lying about shit. I literally have channeled hiding your truest self, mask wearer, cheater, house of mirrors. But they're not as tough as they want to be. They're not Hugh Hefner. They don't have this persona. Mahalo, let me have it. Thank you. Mahalo. So yeah, this motherfucker he's been, and that's why he's feeling like a failure in this position. He probably sitting on the toilet, sitting at work, sitting in his car, like really projecting these thoughts. Remember, these flew over the divine feminine. He's thinking about you, but maybe he's feeling like his ego was wounded. You don't give him enough attention, enough time, or enough accolades. And so it makes him feel like he gotta be putting his passion and his fire and his energy and his action elsewhere, or into someone else. That's why he ain't aligned. That's why there's a disconnect. Maybe that's why he's in his head a lot, thinking, overthinking. Whatever this means to someone, maybe he's like somebody that wears a certain color nail polish. You know, I'm seeing another woman, red nails. But he ain't shit, and neither is that other female. You literally the one that got the sauce. He's over here screwing shit up, being a two-timer. He needs help. This Jupiter and Pisces card, he need help. This is a castaway. Actually, what I'm seeing with this card, the Jupiter in Pisces, is this is what you've done for him. You've been that angel of mercy. You've been charitable and hospitable to the bullshit that he's projected. All right, let's talk about the Divine Feminine, because girl, what you gonna do? What's up, sis? Ooh, that Mona card wanted to come out. The Strength card. Anything else to be seen? Mahalo, Divine, mahalo. All right, so yes, we got this Blaze Fiyah. So she mad. She got the hints. She got the clues. She got the gut feelings, intuitions, and the signs, the symbolism. But the Blaze side means she's feeling suffocated. There's turmoil. There's anger. There's resentment, jealousy. She's harboring rage, hellfire. So she pissed. She pissed. He done fucked up, and she's pissed. And Spirit says, it's time to cut it off. No second guessing, no hesitation. Be reassured that after the initial release, there is relief. After you finally cut that cord. So this is a lot of cutting ties, soul karmic, ending karmic cycles and contracts. Cutting the contract, cutting it up, shredding it, putting that contract, that karmic contract, into the shredder, the paper shredder. What else did we get? What else did we get? All right, so we got putting in the work. So it's time to work, or maybe time to go to work. Time to find a more reliable, stable independence, and not a codependency. It's time to really fucking figure shit out. That's your shadow work. Figure shit out inside and outside. Dream card was upside down, so it's like it's possible that whatever you want, you can have. Things will no longer be an issue. They'll be repaired and safe, tip top and new. But right now, I'm like, your dream card is just a dream. Your ideal situation is a dream, but nonetheless, it's envisioned in your mind, and so it can be. It can be. Anything you want is what I channeled. So if you put in the work, if you work hard, girl, you're gonna be able to get anywhere you want, do anything you want, and be living literally at the top of the world. What do you see in your future? Your reality is for you to create. They will no longer be able to profit off your ass. You're cutting that, flipping it, closing the door, cutting that shit off. Cutting their access to you off. Wow. Divine says leave. If you was wondering whether to stay or leave, angels advise you to go. Time to ditch the party. Trust your gut. So this Divine Feminine needs to get her shit together. Put in that work. Cut them ties. And leave this motherfucking situation, because it is not conducive to her growth whatsoever. I know that my delivery of this message may have been all over the place. I was getting a lot of distractions from my son, so I apologize for that. But if this message resonated with you in any way, shape, or form, let me know with a comment down below, or a thumbs up will suffice. And if you are so compelled, go ahead and subscribe. I'm really feeling like, damn, that's all I gotta say, damn. This motherfucker has been burdening and throwing shots and projecting a lot of shit onto this Divine Feminine. Letting his passions and his sexual fantasies and fetishes get the best of him. Causing him to fucking lie and cheat and hide his truest self. Living in a house of mirrors, you know? Causing him to be stuck in his head and failing at the roles that most matter in the household and in the union with this Divine Feminine. And Divine's like, bitch, leave. Cut that motherfucker off. Cut that. Let me just get one. Let me just get, just for the extension of this truth seeking. Is there any more truth to be revealed, spoken, shared about this union? Get that out of your mouth. What is that? Don't put that in your mouth, though. Yeah. I'm seeing, and it landed right on this masculine energy. So I'm seeing this motherfucker be really like liking photos. He could be on Instagram, fucking plenty of fit. I'm seeing an app or a storage of photos. He indulges, observes. He likes keeping a close eye on certain content. I'm saying that nicely, but this motherfucker might be on porn, or, you know, watching someone closely, watching their timeline or their feed or whatever the hell you call it. Really watching them. enthralled with this person's photos. They're fucking creeping around. Creepy creeperson. Creepy motherfuckers. So this motherfucker needs to be cut off. You need to leave. Alright? If that resonates with anyone, then let it do so. But let me get a word of strength to my divine feminines or divine masculine, however you resonate in this truth seeking. Whoever this is meant for, I trust that you are given the guidance, strength, protection, abundance, prosperity, healing, wellness, courage, resilience to follow your heart, follow your gut, trust spirit divine, trust the Most High in whatever direction. Like we got for this divine feminine, for you, we got this world card. It's like the Wheel of Fortune. What direction are you, like tables are turning, wheels are turning, and bridges are burned, bitch. Like we're getting the fuck out of Dodge and we swerving and skirting to the other side. So one encouraging word for you out there who might be hearing this truth and resonating. Okay. Divine Sunchild. Divine Sunchild you are. It says, blessings of the sun flow to you now. It is time to allow your life to flourish without limits, to let your light burn bright and without veil. Just like the midsummer sun burning without contest in the Egyptian desert, it is your time to shine bright. And maybe that's also why we got this card of the 10th house being the world card. Because you were meant to be a star, a celebrity, a well-known figure, someone well-respected, admired. And having that masculine's energy overshadow you, that's why we got this card. To know that you are the sun, meant to burn bright, to be a bright light. Also, pyramid of light. Okay, a lot of light energy coming through. Psychic protection. As a being of light, darker energies may at times seek to interfere with your spiritual progress. There's nothing to fear and only more awareness of the power and protection of divine love to experience. The pyramid of light confirms that energies have been causing interference with your path. Of course, that divine masculine. And it is now time for that interference to cease completely through loving divine power. That's why we got scissors and leave. Let that motherfucking bridge burn. Blaze it down. And the last card, Temple of Lapis Lazuli. Your soul is very ancient and holds the wisdom of star peoples from civilizations with unique high vibrational awareness that can help humanity transition from a culture based in fear to a love-based community. You are here on this planet to be you to the fullest extent possible. Then you will help heal human culture so that the planet may thrive. So you're not meant to be with low vibes. There's a reason people need to be cut out of your life. There's a reason why people show you their true colors. Show you their ass. Because they're not meant to be on yours. So take it as it resonates. Deal with it in order to heal from it. And yeah, I hope this video helps in some way. With love, light, and always aloha. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, ahui ho.